Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and our replay today is YummyPork in the Object 261. I sometimes wonder how people make up these names, but anyway, YummyPork is on the defending side in a Karelia Assault battle, and it's just about to get underway. And he's sitting there doing nothing. Now he's moving. Okay. Should be driving to get some cover. Okay, is he going to knock that tree down? If he does, he tells everyone where he is. Nope, he's carefully missed them. That's good. And he's almost loaded. Of course, the Object 261 is the Tier 10 Soviet artillery. And 27 seconds reload. Okay, he's just taking up position. He's going to attack the south route. And he's looking at the enemy target. Yes, there's a T-54E1. Okay, he's aiming just past that rock, trying for splash damage. And there doesn't appear to have been any results, but he's relocating. Is good practice. Always move after you fire a shot just to make sure the enemy can't counter fire you. He's looking at the same spot where that T-54 was seen. Almost reloaded. He's holding fire, waiting for the bat chap to see if the enemy's there. The enemy is there. Rounds out. And he splashes the T-54 for 212. And he's stunned. He's getting stun assistance here. That's very good. But there's an enemy T-49 trying to get up through the centre passage. That little passage been made famous by Quickybaby using it to spot the enemy. Unfortunately, it appears that he's been seen. It may have been the T-49 that's seen him, and he's been splash hit by the GWE-100. Okay, he's lost half his hit points. And of course it stunned his crew. Now he needs to get in cover of that rock face to prevent the GWE-100 doing that again, because the GW knows where he is now, but he's going to try firing over the top of that cliff face down towards the south. Now it's a bit of a wild shot. It wasn't that well aimed. He's fired. He's moving. And he's moving a long way south actually. This is much further than artillery normally go. But maybe he's a bit concerned that the enemy forces on the north passage seem to be doing quite well. Yes, they've broken through. They're now in grid square B7 and making their way into the dip. This could be awkward. I think if he's relocating here now, he could follow his own forces, who are doing very well on the south route, and I've managed to push the enemy out of there. In fact, they're almost going round the back of the enemy forces. Okay, he's aiming at this Leopard PTA. Leopard prototype. Rounds out. And it's a splash hit for 383 hit points. It's got a nice stun on that vehicle as well. If that Leopard prototype pokes his head out, he's going to get some stun assistance as well. Okay, he's going back to that Leopard again. He's almost reloaded. Rounds out. A direct hit. 383 hit points and 2 critical hits. And he's having a look at this Jagdpanzer E100. No, he's decided, I'm going to relocate. That's a wise decision. Move further away from the cap area. Looks like the enemy forces have skirted around the plateau, and they're coming up onto the horseshoe via the ramp at the front. Very odd. They should have gone around the back, but they've decided to come up the front area. Very odd. Okay, he's aiming at this AMX 1390, which is fairly fast moving. Now it's a bit. He didn't give enough lead on that MX. May have been easier to go after that Conqueror, which is a slower moving target. or to wait for the AMX to stop and engage some of the forces. There's a Jagdtiger there engaging them. Okay, the Jagdtiger's gone down. The Conqueror is the slower moving target. Is he going to be reloaded in time? Yes, he is. Rounds out. And a direct hit on the Conqueror for 207 hit points. Okay, he needs to move. But he's decided no, he's going to stay where he is. Now he's lost sight of the AMX and the Conqueror, but they should be coming around the back hunting for the enemy artillery. Of course, the enemy artillery is not there. So he's going after that AMX, which is the lighter of the two vehicles, but he's overshot it and only stunned the Conqueror in the process. The AMX 1390 has been taken out with a RAM. The T-54 lightweight did that. Okay, he's now looking down at where the other forces are. There, up on the horseshoe, we've got an Object 268 shooting at the Patton M46 and the others. And this is very awkward. He gets a shot in, hits the 268 and scores 283 hit points. There's a STRV 103B. He's looking at that. Parked in the water, which is a bit of an odd place because they're very low vehicles. Doesn't want to drown that vehicle, but that's a possibility when you're doing that. And all of their forces have now been killed on the assault on the enemy spawn area. That's terrible. It's only it's a differential of 2, but he managed to get that hit into the STRV 103B. But it was a blind shot. The shell disappeared, but there was no explosion, so he definitely hit it. Now he's relocating. Now all of his forces are now grouped up in the northeast corner of the map. There's a Wizzy 111 in the cap, near the cap area, and the others are around the back and just in front of that far rock. He fires a shot at the TE-75 and he does 172 hit points of damage. There's a Centurion coming up the centre and he's looking at that. Yes, he's aiming for that one. No, he's decided to go after the E-75 again. It's out in the open. It's got very low hit points. He could be able to get a splash kill. No, the E-75 is taken out by the Wizzy 111. Okay, there's only 2 minutes 42 seconds left on the clock. There's a Centurion on the centre ramp, a T-49 up that corner, and he's got 4 teammates who are defending the cap. The T-110E3 has gone down. He was taken out by the Leopard prototype. Now we know that the STRV 103 and the Object 268 were headed towards the cap. So the cap may be about to fall if this force all goes in together at the same time. It'll be difficult for those remaining 3 tanks around the cap to do anything about it. He's looking for a shot based on the spotting of his teammates. And you can see the STRV 103 lines up a shot and a direct hit, 396 hit points and a good stun. That was the 2-minute clock, the 2-minute warning. The STRV's gone unsighted again. Ah, right, you can see the T-49 up the far side. Can he get a shot into it? It's behind that rock. Difficult, he could splash it, but he couldn't get a direct hit into it. Very, very difficult. He's going to have a try. No indication that he did some splash damage. The Centurion's now been seen, but he's relocating. He's going as far away from the cap as he can, because he realizes that if his teammates fall and there's only 2 of them left in the cap area, then he will be the sole remaining player on his team, and the enemy might not be able to cap out in time. Okay, unfortunately, his sole teammate now is the T-49. He's making a run to the south as quickly as he can, trying to get away from those enemies. Now he needs to spot for the Object 261. That's why he's just gone around the corner. Unfortunately, he's being chased by the Object 268. Now I wonder if YummyPork will be able to help him by putting a shell into that Object 268 when he comes around the corner. No, the Leopard prototypes come around and the Object 268 at the same time. Oh dear, this is very bad for the T-49, and he's killed. That means that if he wins the battle, YummyPork gets the Kolobanov, and with only 10 seconds left on the clock, it looks a certainty. This is a Kolobanov. Kolobanov by virtue of the fact that the enemy can't gap out and he's the last man alive. It's still a valid Kolobanov, and that's the end of the battle, and he's won. He's won the battle. Incredible. So, what a name, and what a battle, and what a result. YummyPork wins the battle with scoring no kills whatsoever, but doing 4,000 damage in the process. That's pretty incredible. He's got a bruiser and the medal that everyone wants, the Kolobanov. The team scores, he did the most damage, 4,052. No kills at all. But he scored 598 XP. Wasn't the highest on his team. He fired 15 shots, 6 direct hits, 6 penetrations, 9 splash, 4,052 damage. 1 hit as a result of splash damage, that was the GWE-100. He damaged 8 vehicles but killed none of them. Damage due to his assistance, 290. Damage due to his stun, 562. And he did 15 stuns in total. Every one of his shots caused stuns. So he did get a stun shot into that T-49 that was hiding behind the rock. Okay, he received 37,064 credits. But after deductions for repair and ammunition, he's got a deficit of 9,954 credits. He earned 598 XP, times 2 for first victory of the day, so he walks away with 1,196 XP. I think if anybody was going to walk away with a deficit and a Kolobanov, I think I'd take that. Kolobanov medal is welcome anytime, but even if you're the last man alive, it's certainly welcome. And well done to YummyPork. And do tell us how you managed to get that name sometime. If you enjoyed this battle, please give it a like. And do subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you in the next replay.